Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the NW Sportscast. The Seattle Mariners taking another loss today. Tough loss, 6-3 to the Minnesota Twins. We have now lost 4 out of our last 7 games, and the series win streak will not be continuing. Now, we can still tie the series tomorrow. It's a 4-game series. Not many 4-game series left. I feel like we don't play that many 4-game series. This is, I think, only the second 4-game series we've played all season, the first being the Red Sox at the very beginning. So yeah, that's kind of not really even a thing anymore. But yeah, if we win tomorrow, we even the series. That's obviously the goal. But yeah, lost today. It's weird, guys, because the Mariners, they are getting on base. They're walking, they're getting hits. Julio went 3 for 4 today. Mitch Garver had a couple of hits. Polanco had a couple of hits. Like, we're getting hits. Guys are getting on base. We're just not able to score. Cal rally. He drove in 2 in the 7th inning with an RBI double. And Mitch Garver hit a solo home run. Good to see Mitch Garver showing some power. He's my player of the game today. Mitch Garver, he went 2 for 3 with a home run, a single. He also walked, scored a run, 2 runs batted in. So he is my player of the game, and I believe that is his second time being player of the game, so congratulations to him. He's still not hitting very well, but he did have a nice day today, and I think his OPS is above 600 now, so yes! But yeah, no, it's tough because I feel like we hit a lot of solo home runs, and it's like Polanco. Polanco has hit 5 home runs, and I think 3 or 4 of them are solo shots. Garver's now hit 4 home runs, and I'm pretty sure all of them, except for the walk-off, was a solo shot. Julio's was a solo, I believe. JP had 2, and I think they were both 2-run homers, but I don't know. It's just like, and then Cal's the only guy who hits home runs with Mitch Haniger at a solo home run last night. So I'm like, we hit for decent power. We've hit 40 home runs in 37 games. That's good, right? We're on pace for about 170, 180 home runs. We're not going to lead the league in homers, but, you know, in the past 20 days, the past 22 days, we are 7th in slugging percentage. So it's not like we don't have any power. And it's also not really about the runners in scoring position because we have the 11th highest OPS with runners in scoring position. But for some reason, it just feels like every time we have a good hit, it comes with nobody on base. And that's just kind of where we're at right now. I mean, we have the 6th highest OPS in the past 22 days since April 15th. That was the start of the Red Series. We are 6th in OPS, 7th in slugging, 9th in on-base, 6th in weighted runs created plus, right? If you're a big stat head guy, advanced stats, we're 6th in WRC plus. And in that same time span, we are 19th in runs scored. It makes no sense. But that's just where we're at. And maybe it's just that we're really unlucky. I don't know. I've said it. I've been saying it for the past, ever since 2021, I've been saying it. Really, no. Ever since, 2012, I've been saying it. The Mariners are a cursed franchise. Maybe that's true. But we root for them either way. So, yeah, good game for Mitch Garver. Dylan Moore did not play great tonight. And Mitch Haniger, man. Haniger is really struggling out there in right field. It's getting to the point where we're gonna make a video on it pretty soon, I think. But Mitch Haniger probably can't be an everyday player anymore, and he definitely can't be an everyday outfielder. I think what's gonna have to happen is when Canzone is back and when JP is back at shortstop, you got to do Haniger plays right field about half the time, and then he can platoon with Luke Raley in right field. And then in left field, you can platoon Canzone with Dylan Moore. So it's like a double platoon in the outfield. And then Rojas can also play in the outfield a little bit. And then, that'll allow Urias to get some time at third. And then you can even throw Urias in at second base maybe for Polanco and give Polanco some time off. You could do what you do is if you want to give Polanco an off day, you throw, honestly, what it should be is it should be platoon in right field with Haniger and Raley, a platoon in left field with Canzone and Dylan Moore. Urias becomes the third baseman, and then Rojas almost can be kind of a everyday utility guy in the sense that Rojas can fill in left, right, third base, second base, or you could, if you want to give France an off day, you move Rayleigh to first and play Rojas in right. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of ways you make that work. You could even throw Rojas at shortstop. Or you could, again, put Dylan Moore at shortstop. Rojas plays left. So you can, I honestly think what you do is Rojas should be that kind of an everyday utility guy and play him all around the diamond to give guys rest. And then make Urias the starter at third. And then you got to give Haniger and Rayleigh in a platoon. And Dylan Moore platooning with Dom Canzone. That's probably the best course of action, because I cannot keep watching Mitch Haniger every single day play right field. 2 balls today that he should have got. One of them was he tried to jump for it. It was right over his head. He missed it. That was in the 8th inning. Max Kepler ended up being an RBI double. It's just it's frustrating and it's sad. You know, it's really sad because Mitch, he was a rookie. Remember 7 years ago, right? 2017. Feels like it was even more recent, but 2017 was only 7 years ago. And when he was a rookie, Mitch Haniger was like 90th in sprint speed. And then the next year he was like 80th in sprint speed. But this year he's like 10th in sprint speed. Somehow his body has really, really worn him down to the point where he is one of the slowest players in the league, and he's not good at defense at all. I mean, he is a net negative and defensively. I was telling this to my brother today. It reminds me of when we were playing Nelson Cruz in right field. And that was because we had like Daeho Lee was our DH or something, and Daeho Lee was literally couldn't play any position besides some first base. And like before him it was Morales, which was the same thing. Kendrys Morales was basically an everyday DH. And so Nelson Cruz had to play right field a lot. And it was really hard to watch. And that's what it reminds me of with Mitch Haniger. It's like, but the difference is Nelson Cruz was hitting 40 bombs a year, so you could put up with some bad defense since he was hitting so many home runs. For Mitch, he does have the 5 home runs. What is that? He's on pace for, I guess he's on pace for a 30 home run season, not our 26, 27 home run season. But the average is so low that he's not really providing much value offensively. Like, if he could hit better with runners in scoring position, that'd be nice. But a lot of his home runs, again, feels like, I mean, he did hit that grand slam, but it just feels like he's not doing enough with the bat right now to justify the awful fielding. So, but the problem is, you don't platoon Mitch Haniger with Sam Haggerty. That's not the plan. So unfortunately, until Dom Canzone is back, you have to keep playing Haniger almost every single day in right field. Because Moore is basically an everyday shortstop because the team won't play Rivas at all. And Rayleigh is your only other outfielder, Rayleigh and Sam Haggerty. So you need to get Canzone back, you need to get JP back, and then you need to move into kind of a double platoon in the outfield. That's the best course of action in my opinion. But, yeah, other than that, guys, Kirby wasn't great today. George Kirby allows 4 runs in 4 innings, 4 hits, with just 1 walk still, and 3 strikeouts. He was not really on point. Yeah, kind of a tough game for him. 4 runs in 4 innings. Did I say 4? I think he went 6 innings. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really remember. I'm going to be honest, guys. I tuned into the game in the 6th inning. But then we got to see Kirby Snead become the 1,000th player on the Mariners. We're going to have a video about that coming out later tonight, so that should be fun. But Kirby Snead becomes the 1,000th Mariner, and he pitched well. And then Trent Thornton comes in, and he pitched well. And then Cody Bolton came in, and he did not pitch great. And he gives up another 2 runs. And the final score, Twins 6, Mariners 3. Your standings update for tonight, the Mariners fall to 20-17. We are now 1 game back of the Texas Rangers. Rangers are currently playing the Oakland A's. So if the A's win, we'll be half a game back. If the Rangers win, we'll be 1.5 games back. So go, A's, go. It's not often that I root for the A's, but when they're playing the Rangers, I do. And in the AL wildcard, the Mariners are in 4th place. Remember, you have to be top 3, so the Mariners are not currently in the playoff picture. They are, again, 1.5 games back in the AL wildcard race. So, we are the 7th best team in the AL right now. We are among the top halves. Our pitching is definitely coming back down to earth, unfortunately. And we said it would, right? We said we're not going to have a run of 20 games, 20 earned runs from our starters again. Maybe we will, who knows, but it's not going to happen every 20 games. We're going to have some ups and downs, and of course, we did. Today showed that. The problem is, as we kind of feared, when the pitching isn't there, it's really hard for us to win games. And we showed that tonight. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're still 3 games above 500. We're still right there in the playoff race. I'm definitely not worried. All I'm gonna say is, a 1 week stretch going 3-4, because we're 3-4 in our last 7, right? 1 week going 3-4 is fine, but 2 or 3 weeks of this, and you start to get worried. Because if we go 3-4 the next 7 games, well, now we are 23-21. If you do it again, now you're 26-25. Do it again, now you're 29-29. So it's like a couple bad weeks is okay here and there, but you gotta get you gotta get back on the winning streak pretty soon before you fall into what happened last year, which was hovering around 500 from basically May till mid-July. Like, you got to keep your foot on the gas. And I'm not saying you have to have huge winning streaks, but Texas is really vulnerable right now. They have no pitchers. All of their pitchers are hurt. Dane Dunning is on the IL too, and Houston's been so bad. So, like, right now is the time to take advantage. Right now is the time to build a lead in the AL West. Keep your foot on the gas. And that's going to be up to the offense, right? I mean, Julio going 3 for 4 with 3 singles is good, but until Julio starts hitting for power, it's tough for him to really, like, a bunch of singles is not moving the needle. And the Mariners right now are becoming a team that hits a lot of singles and draws a lot of walks and then hits a lot of solo home runs. And that formula works until it doesn't. And it's good for about 2 to 4 runs a night. And then every so often we're going to pop off and score 10 runs like we did yesterday. But really, if you're scoring 2 to 4 runs a night, the pitchers need to carry. And we saw them carry us for 3 weeks, and now we've seen a week of, not even a week, we've seen about 4 to 5 games of the starting pitchers being a little bit less reliable, and this is what happens. But I'm still not that worried. I think we're going to be okay, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is the NW Sportscast. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. And as always, go Mariners. Also, quick update, guys. Drew is back, hopefully tomorrow. He is back in Tacoma today, so he should be back on the back of the channel either tomorrow or Friday. And tomorrow, you're going to be getting my first look at my brand new studio in my basement. It is almost done. I'm super excited to reveal that to you guys. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you for sticking around with the channel, and we will see you tomorrow. As always, again, go Mariners, go.